Timeskip, ein kleiner O. Damit habe ich nicht unbedingt gerechnet. Ah. Oh. Ah. You. Hmm. You too. Never thought we'd meet here of all places. What brings you out here? Oh, a little whimsy, I suppose. You're here to make an offering to your sister, correct? Allow me to pardon myself. Hey, I didn't say you were in the way or anything. Those flowers, they yours? Yes, although if I'd known the flowers would have company, I would have picked a different color. I figured there was someone other than me setting some flowers down here every year. Didn't think it was you, though. Was it? An old man like me can hardly remember the things he's done over the years. Heh, says the army general. Hehe. Agate, could I plate my flowers too? Oh. Yeah, go on. Agate and Tita stood for a moment in silent prayer. Sorry about all this, Tita. Thanks for coming out here with me. Oh, I want to give my respect to Misha too. So, thank you, Agate. Well, that's enough of that. I should be thanking you. And hey, I promised I'd let you meet her once work had calmed down. I guess you did, huh? Haha. But Reagan apparently said as much already, but you've certainly changed, Mr. Krosner. You feel much calmer somehow. Ah, cut that out. I've still got a ways to go. Ryoma, that you? But now I'm ready to actually do something about it. Everything really does start here. The downside of the army which you spoke of. Having thought them over again, I believe your argument had some merit. Now it was just, blowing off some steam at people who didn't deserve it. Not like I think the army did anything wrong. No, listen closely now. If there's anything I've learned from this, it's that we need both braces and the army to properly function as a society. The organization and hierarchy of the army is certainly useful, but there are times when the braces' swift actions lead to better results. Without both, we could never have stopped this crisis. True enough. It's thanks to your plan that we found the dragon at all. Alan Wood should have the right of it, in a way. The flow of information since openings were developed has increased rapidly, to a point where no single group can capably manage it. The only way for us to process it all is to expand our numbers and allocate the work to progressively fragmented subdivisions. The army sure got that down. You've got the border garrison, airship crews, the royal guard, even the intelligence division. Indeed, it was a necessary evolution to keep pace with the times, even if a multitude of issues have fallen through the cracks in the process. For us, there's no turning back. That being said, your bosses are free to do as you will. We as the army are limited, but you can, and by all accounts should, protect the people to the utmost of your abilities. Come again? That may cause our two factions to clash every so often, but we'll just as often come in support for one another. Whatever the situation may call for, we have found a way to compensate for our flaws and keep from straying down the wrong path. Personally, I wouldn't have it any other way. Kinda got the point there. Alright, if it makes you happy, we'll keep butting in on your business at every possible turn, General. Hope you're ready. I could say the same to you. Keep in mind not to do anything too reckless. Pardon me for disturbing such a peaceful moment. Kevin? Oh, you! Oh no, you are... I believe it's the first time we've met, General Morgan. I am an enforcer of all boroughs. You may call me Leonhardt. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. What did you... You... What the hell are you doing here? This is a place where the dead rest. There's only one proper thing to do. Or do you intend to reenact our last meeting here, in a place like this? Agate. I know. Louis offered silent prayer. Leonhard, Louis, the Blade Lord, yes? I too do not wish to disturb the dead, but I have a question I would ask of you. By all means. Earlier it seemed as though you kept the dragon from causing greater damage than it otherwise would have, and here you are now offering prayers for the departed. So why? Why would a man such as you bring chaos to our land? What sort of demons in your soul drive you to such acts? The only reason I reigned in the dragon rampage was to conduct a proper experiment. I had no goal beyond that. Surely, General, I simply act as the hand of the society, as it orders. I am bound to the will of the society and no other. Do not think to compare yourself to me, you who are bound by force to silence over Hamel. Hamel? What's that place got to do with anything? In any case, Agates Schwester. Your resolve has clearly hardened, but that means nothing if you don't have the strength to support it. Should you fail to measure up the next time we meet, more than your sword will end up broken. Oh, don't you worry about me. Same goes for you too, pal. Don't think you can just trot around all confident forever. I'll catch up to you real quick. Be ready. I look forward to it. Mr. Leonhard's eyes look so lonely. He tries to be cold, but he was so sad when he was praying. Hey, General. Hamel was a village just across the border in Erebania, right? You know the name, do you? Us Ravenue folks occasionally had contact with him before the war. Not anymore though, not sure why. Why would he bring that name up? Ich weiß warum, ich sag's jetzt auch mal lieber nicht. Aus Spoilergründen, potenziell. I'm afraid I'm not free to speak on the subject. It connects to matters of international security. To what? I can, however, say this. My suspicions about that man are true. That man, Louis, has stared into the pits of Gehenna with his own two eyes. Ja, mehr als einmal. Kapitel 5. That which one must protect. Ende. Oh, diesmal ist Claudia dran da unten, auch wenn Agate vielleicht besser gepasst hätte, aber gut. Die Bobcat. Was? Ooh, there you are. I can see the moon more clearly from here. And I can feel the breeze on my face. Aha, ooh, you're being so mysterious, Joshua. Hup. Okay, looks like you aren't just trying to be cool. This is the sort of thing your job takes, isn't it? The moonlight, the position of the clouds, the flow of the wind, every detail is vital. I wish to lower the possibility of failure as much as possible. Lower the... Don't say it like that, you idiot. If you fail, you'll die, you know? Don't worry, the possibility of my failure is very remote. Back in my previous life, I used to conduct missions like this every day. The real danger will come if I succeed. Hey, Joshua, do you really absolutely need to do all this? You're Urbanian, same as us. I mean, yeah, circumstances mean that none of us can really go home, but I just don't get it. Why do you feel like you owe this pilly little backwater anything? Just let these old balls idiots do whatever they wanted with. And hey, it's still not too late, you know? You can come with us away from the ball. We can head out to some independent state and race off like there, you know? And hey, if you really don't like the whole Sky Bandit gig, you can try and find something else to do. I was talking to Kyle at dawn and we were thinking the Bobcat could make a good legit shipping vessel, you know, speed and all. An airship delivery service. I could see it having some potential. Demand for that kind of service is certainly going up. It'd be a safer job than Sky Banditry at any rate. Well then, technically we do have some berths open. That you do. Once I've crushed the society's plan, and if I'm meant to survive, I'll think it over. You needn't worry, this completes our contract. As promised, our cooperation here means I consider the favor you owe me redeemed. You can depart whenever, I won't mind. Oh, get it, You idiot, moron, jerk. Who the hell was talking about depth? Forget it, who cares about you? Just go leap into danger and die if that's all you wanna do. I'm sorry, Josette. Aegis is mercy. Not easy plain dumb, is it? Kyle. I do wish she'd finally grow out of her more childish tendencies. Even so, I think you could have handled that better. That's true. I cannot apologize, but I do feel sorry for what I've done to her. Man, you sure have an odd way of being nice, Estelle. You want to make it up to her, give that offer some, serious thought. Assuming, of course, you won't be joining up again with your nice young bracer lady after this. No, that won't be happening. In the end, the world we live in are too different. She and I should never meet again. It's for the best. Well, if that's how you think. In that case, Josette's offer does have some appeal, yeah? It does. I'm going to give it some thought. Look who's decided to show themselves. Done, is that them? Yeah, just like the lad predicted. They're approaching from the northeast. You heard the man, to the bridge. Got it. Oh. Wir steuern wieder Joshua, okay. Das ist interessant. Das ist anscheinend dasselbe wie beim letzten Mal. Gut, die Bobcat sieht genauso aus wie in Cold Steve 4. Wobei, ne, die Bobcat 2 in Cold Steve 4 hat nicht dieses Ding da. Na, there you are. What's the situation? Just what you predicted it would be. Look at the display. Altitude of 1560 yards. Entering Liberian territory from the northeast at 2100 Celsius per hour. With that kind of altitude and speed, there aren't normal ships. Looks like that special radar of yours is working, eh? Don't congratulate me yet. We don't know who they are. It's possible they are Bernier scout ships or something. Kyle, do we have any visual contact yet? Got them. Send the image to the display. Hallo Ouroboros. Ouroboros. No, there's no doubt. That's our target. Well, that's the stage set then. Now it gets exciting. Let's do this then. Lad, you ready for this, right? Absolutely. Once I'm in place, begin immediately. Don, Kyle, Josette, thank you for everything. Our relationship may have been based on a contract, but I'm glad I met you. Oh, what an... Huh? It would be a bit more appropriate to say it once the mission's over with, but I may not get the opportunity. So let me say it now. Thank you. Be well, everyone. He just... dramatic to the very end. Even at the very end, you managed to be so uncute. What's all this thank you business with a face like you're walking to execution? You think hearing that will make me happy? You think those are the words I want to hear? Josette, just promise me that you won't do anything too crazy, that you'll come back alive. Given who I'm about to pick a war with, I can't guarantee anything. But I will promise this. Even if I don't succeed at my goal, I will come back alive and give you all my thanks. Will that be enough? Yeah. Don't forget, I collect all my promises, Buster. Das ist mittlerweile schon eher so die Josette, die ich schon kannte. Nicht die aus dem ersten. Die aus dem ersten Teil war noch nicht so. Das war interessant, weil so kannte ich sie halt nicht. Added to stable at 1559 art. Crossing into Liburnian airspace now. Set course for Valeria Lake. Roger. Doesn't look like the Liburnian airship noticed us. Stealth functionality? Nice little piece of tech we loaded us up on with. If we didn't hack the doohickey, we'd be causing a bit of a fuss right now, you know? I mean, forget us. Imagine what would happen to if those liberal hicks saw that monster come for them. Haha, don't I wish I could see that? Well, are we under attack? The hell are you idiot panicking for? Check the damn radar. Crimson, das sind aber nicht... Das ist aber jetzt nicht Nidhogg, oder? Hieß nicht Nidhogg? Hier mit die mit von Shirley, Randy und so weiter. Die da mit was zu tun haben. Contact. One small ship approaching from 4 o'clock. Database match found. Couple Sky Bandit ship Bobcat. Wineford make. Sky Bandits? Habe ich gerade das Kabel hier auf der Bobcat gesehen, das musste ich sofort an, oh, wie heißt der Film? Der Ghibli-Film, nicht Moving Castle, Schloss im Himmel. Schloss im Himmel, da gibt ja auch die Sky-Banditen, die dann auf ihrem Schiff da so eine Wäscheleine hängen haben und dann immer die Wachen aufhängen. Da musste ich gerade denken, als ich da oben dieses Kabel oder diese Leine da an der Bobcat gesehen habe. Now. Das hätte auch ganz schön brennen können. Und hier ist Joshua. Are you alright? It worked. Oh, so it did. Time for us to be it then. The airship is breaking off. What do? Do we pursue? No, leave them alone. If they were a royal army, we'd have to pike them all, but we don't have time to bother with small fries. Understood. Right now, our only job is clearing the glorious flight path. Let's head back to the base for now. We should let Sir Campanella know about the bandits. Ah, ist das... Okay, das ist nicht Nidhogg, das ist Jester? Ist das die Jägergruppe Jester? Die hatte Campanella ja mal erwähnt, dass er die benutzt hat, um in Erebonia Cassis im ersten Teil abzulenken. They're pulling out as well. Everything went exactly like you thought it would. Yeah. Josette, don't worry. Joshua's toy we're talking about, he'll come back safe. Yeah, he will. He's got a promise to keep after all. Kapitel 6. The Whereabouts of Bonds. Ist das das Kapitel, wo wir Joshua zurückkriegen? Das klingt zumindest so. Oh boy, I was wondering if you wanted to get the last word in. The blade looks bold, if nothing else. No kidding. And I really screwed up in letting him get away. Sorry guys, I've got no excuse. No, you made the right choice in letting him go. Graveyard is no place for the living to settle their arguments. Hamel though, why is that causing an itch in the back of my skull? Yeah, didn't Louis mention that before? Do you know anything, Chloe? I don't, I'm sorry. I imagine grandmother would know something, but given that it seemed to be some kind of state secret, she may not be willing to tell me until I'm older. Ah, good point. How about you, Olivier? Hamel's in Arbonia, right? It is, although even we don't speak of it much, so it's always a surprise to hear it brought up in conversation. Oh, why's that? Hamel was a village in the southernmost reaches of the empire, near the Liberian border. I say was, for you will find it on no map of the empire today. Huh? It's not gone, is it? The village was demolished in a landslide some time ago. Yeah. Landslide. A number of the residents lost their lives then. As I understand it, it is now little more than empty ruins and ghosts. That's awful. So that's it, huh? But still, even if a lot of people died, there's no excuse for his actions. I have understood the scale of the disaster, I think. Rumors says that very few of the villagers survived. Only rescue units saw precisely what happened, but few living these days can claim to know a Hamel resident. It was that bad. Not unheard of for a landslide to swallow entire settlements. They're sometimes called mountain tsunamis because of how they create waves of pure rock and earth. Ja, das war das auf jeden Fall. It's an odd thing to suddenly bring up in context, however. I mean, what in the world would Hamel have to do with Her Majesty and General Morgan? Or Le Beurre at all? Alas, at this point, we don't know enough to confirm or deny anything. Let me poke my old nose around the various corners of the guild to see what I can find out. Enough about Hamel for now. We've got other business. First of all, let me give you payment for all you've done. Oh, schön. C-Rang Aqua Master. What? Nice. You went through quite a lot with this dragon mess. You've done the name of the guild proud. Haha, you really think so? We still didn't stop whatever experiment they were running. Don't think we can claim much of a victory on this one. This also means they've conducted experiments in all of the bird's major regions. We have to figure out what the society plans to do next as soon as we can. Yes, about that. Why don't you all take a break for a little while? Huh? Yes, but as I said... Oh, I heard, but I'm serious. You've been running around from Rouen to Gunsel for 2 years, solving case after case with barely so much as time to sleep. If you don't take at least a single moment to unwind, you'll snap your springs. But we can't just take a break in the middle of something so important. We still need to act if our boss makes another move. I don't know how much time we would have to rest, but Lucan does have a point. The army's patrols have kicked into high gear thanks to all the dragon shenanigans. They should be able to handle any immediate danger, I think. And I've been mean to mention, it seems Kurt's team has found it. Huh? It? Wait, like, you mean they found our boss's base? Yes, Kurt reported they got a solid lead a few days ago. If they can pinpoint the base, you'll be busy again soon enough. So I really think it would be a good idea to rest while you can. Yeah, I see. In that case, I'll take you up on that, Lucan. Remember, part of a boy's duty is to ensure he can keep performing his duties. Getting rest is a part of it. True enough. Well, I guess the world ain't gonna end if we take a breather. Voice of wisdom prevails again. Sin, you are a sage and a gentleman. Still, Lucan, given that you're suggesting a break, I assume you have a destination in mind? Haha, sharp, Olivier. Truth be told, I got a little something nice from Mayor Mabel. He wanted it separate from your normal payment for the dragon business. What else could she be paying us with? Or just a reservation at the Kingfisher Inn on the lakefront to the south? He's paid for all of you to stay there for 3 days. Seriously? Sweet! The hospitality of both this beautiful mayor once again shines into a beacon through the fog of weariness. Yes, it's just like Mabel to do something like this. So we're going on vacation, right? To the Kingfisher Inn? That's right. It's a luxurious inn with a fantastic view of Valeria Lake. They're famous for their food, fine spirits, and they provide boats for going out onto the lake. That sounds great. Does that sound like a nice little vacation? Yeah, if we gotta take a load off, Kingfisher's close to the best place in the world to do it. You got that right. Let's not waste Mayor Mabel's kindness, guys, come on. Okay, warum... Ich muss mal Zinn mitnehmen, damit er levelt. Chloe auch. Und sie. So, die sind tatsächlich dann doch noch nicht alle auf dem Level. Die große Frage, die ich mich gerade stelle. Warum kann ich das jetzt machen? Vor allem, warum kann ich auch mein Equipment ändern? Wollt ihr mir etwas sagen, dass hier direkt danach was passiert? Ah, ja doch, komm. Das nicht, nee. Du guter Sturm. Das sind halt 100 Verteidigung mehr, ne? Aber nee. Lassen wir mal. Frage, was passiert jetzt? Alright, we'll head for the king for sure first. Thanks for doing this, guys. Make sure we all get checked in. Luke and call out of us, but I doubt we'll have too much trouble getting rooms for everyone. Leave it to us, Estelle. Ah, deswegen, weil die jetzt weggehen und ich nicht die Party tauschen kann, bis ich weitermache, würde ich jetzt einfach mal so verstehen. Okay, we should probably check the guild board just in case, don't you think? I mean, the whole dragon mess has died down, but it might have kicked up some other issues, and I'm still kinda worried. Well, Lugan did have a point earlier, remember? There is some wisdom in not overdoing it and simply going to enjoy the lakefront. You have a point. Alright, let's just tie up the loose ends and head to Valeria Lake. Let's.